Have you ever wondered if someone's presence in your life was simply a matter of chance? Not just in love, but also in friendship, at work as a mentor, or even in those chance encounters that seem anything but accidental. It's as if these people appear when you need them most, as if the universe itself has intervened. But how can you know if this person is meant to be a part of your life or if their presence is merely fleeting? Is it a simple coincidence, or is there something deeper at play? Something that touches your very being, your convictions? Where will your path lead you? Today, we'll explore why certain people enter your life at the precise moment you need them, and how to discern whether they are truly aligned with your life's purpose or simply trying to teach you a lesson in disguise. The answer is much closer than you think. Carl Jung, one of psychology's greatest thinkers, didn't believe in coincidences. For him, the people we encounter are not a product of chance. They reflect something happening within us, even if we are not yet fully aware of it. He called this phenomenon synchronicity, those astonishing moments when the inner and outer worlds align so perfectly that it seems almost magical. Have you ever thought of someone you haven't seen in years, only to have them suddenly call you the next day? Or met a stranger who seemed to understand you better than people you've known for years? Jung believed these moments weren't coincidences. They are signs, clues, messages from the unconscious that guide you toward the people and experiences that will shape your development. In reality, most of us spend our lives believing that our decisions are based on logic and reason, but deep down, our subconscious is at work, guiding us toward what we truly need: healing, a challenge, or a connection that helps us become our authentic selves. The real question then isn't why this person appeared, but rather what within me attracted them into my life. And once you understand this, your relationships will be radically transformed. How can we distinguish a genuine relationship from a mere illusion, born of unmet needs and repressed fears? Jung believed that every relationship acts like a mirror, reflecting the aspects of ourselves that we accept or avoid. For if we constantly pretend, conceal parts of our true personality, or adapt to the expectations of others, then it is not a sincere relationship. It's a survival mechanism disguised as love. Friendship, or a romantic relationship with the right person, friend, mentor, or partner, there's no constant struggle between who you are and who you should be. You don't have to deny your values to maintain the connection. You feel seen, you feel accepted, flaws and all. And above all, you feel free to constantly evolve toward your most authentic self. Jung called this the process of individuation, the path to wholeness, shedding the masks society imposes on us and embracing our true nature. And here's the secret: when you're on the path of individuation, you naturally attract people who share your truth. Not because they magically appear, but because you finally have the clarity to recognize them and the courage to let go of those that no longer have a place in your life. Think about it. How many times have you clung to exhausting relationships where love felt like a transaction and being yourself was never enough? That's not a real connection. It's a bond born of fear. A true connection doesn't require denying one's true nature. It invites one to be more than what one already is. And when we feel that someone resonates with us without demanding that we become someone else, then we know that Jung believed our subconscious always seeks balance. But if you ignore these signs, they don't disappear. On the contrary, they intensify. At first, they're subtle. You might feel restless or uneasy around certain people, small moments of discomfort that you initially consider insignificant. But if this inner tension isn't addressed, it spreads to every aspect of your life. After spending time with certain people, you feel completely drained. It's as if your energy has been quietly drained. You wake up tired every morning. No matter how long you sleep, your body feels heavy. Your thoughts become muddled. You feel anxious, your motivation wanes, and sometimes it even manifests physically. Headaches, chest tightness, unexplained stomach aches. These aren't random symptoms. They're warning signals your body and mind are sending you, telling you something is wrong. You're out of sync with the relationships you're clinging to. You're giving too much, receiving too little, and in doing so, you're losing yourself. And if you don't take the time to truly listen to them, these signs will only intensify. Because the truth is, your most important relationships will never leave you feeling empty. With the right people, you experience a profound inner peace, a sense of lightness. You breathe more deeply, sleep better, and feel freer. That's how you know you're at peace with yourself. Your nervous system doesn't lie, nor does that quiet unease that asks you, do I really belong here? We live in a world that teaches us to fear loneliness. She whispers to us that solitude is a sign of failure, that there's something wrong with us if we aren't constantly surrounded by people. But what if that's the biggest lie we've ever believed? Jung taught that solitude isn't a punishment, but a sacred space. Space where we finally stop chasing after others, where we stop pretending, and where we begin to listen to the voice we've silenced for so long, our own. Ask yourself honestly, when was the last time you took the time to sit in silence, without any distractions? Do you enjoy your own company? Or is silence unbearable? Are you looking for someone who loves you or someone who will rescue you from those aspects of yourself that you refuse to confront? Because this is a truth that most people don't want to admit. Until you feel whole, every relationship you enter will be based on need, not love. You will constantly seek to fill that void with the presence of others. And no matter how close those people are, it will never be enough. But when you learn to appreciate solitude, something incredible happens. You stop looking for someone to complete you, and you begin to become the person you were always meant to be. Someone who doesn't need love to feel important, but who welcomes it with open arms when it arrives. And it's precisely at that moment that everything changes. Not because you finally found the one, but because you've realized that it's you. So before you ask yourself, when will the right person appear? I'd ask yourself this question first. Am I the kind of person I'd like to meet? Because once you become that version of yourself, the one who has found inner peace, who lives fully and authentically, without apology, the right people will find you, and you won't need to chase them anymore. Have you ever been in a relationship where, despite all your efforts, it never seemed enough? You doubled down. You invested even more. And yet you felt invisible, devalued, as if you constantly had to seek her approval. Jung would tell you, it's not because of her. It's because of you. Your unconscious influences you, projecting hidden beliefs onto those around you. Because if certain parts of yourself are not fully accepted, your fears, your insecurities, your feelings of inferiority, then these emotions don't magically disappear. These insecurities manifest in your relationships. You attract people who reflect the same doubts as you. If you fundamentally believe you're not good enough, you unconsciously attract people who confirm this belief. Not because they're bad, but because your subconscious always seeks to prove what it already considers true. This is projection at work. You see others and recognize not only who they are, but also the unresolved and ignored aspects of yourself. Think about it. Have you ever felt ignored, even though deep down you suffered from low self-esteem? Have you ever felt abandoned, even though you repeatedly disappointed yourself emotionally? Have you ever blamed others for not loving you enough, while secretly denying yourself that love? These patterns aren't there to punish you. They're there to shake you up and awaken you. As long as you don't confront these unconscious beliefs, as long as you don't bring them to light, you will continue to relive the same patterns. You will attribute them to fate and wonder why nothing changes. But from the moment you become aware of this projection, you will regain control of your life. You will understand that healing doesn't only begin when someone else recognizes your worth. It all starts when you take action. And when that happens, everything changes. You stop begging for affection. You're no longer satisfied with lukewarm love, because you now know that what you receive always influences what you attract. Imagine you're standing in front of two doors. One of them seems familiar, worn. The doorknob fits perfectly in your hand because you've opened it thousands of times. Behind it lies everything you know: security, predictability, and yes, the same suffering, the same disappointments, the same broken promises. And then there's the other door, untouched, unfamiliar. Its handle feels strange beneath your fingers. Behind this facade lies uncertainty, change, the terrifying possibility that life could be different, better or worse. No one knows for sure. Faced with these two paths, most choose the one they know best. Why? Because even if it's painful, even if it traps them in a cycle of frustration and disillusionment, at least they know what to expect. And the unknown is far more terrifying than any suffering they've resigned themselves to. Jung believed this was humanity's great tragedy. We prefer to endure the familiar rather than risk the discomfort of change. But there's a point no one mentions. Every time you choose the traditional path, you're not just choosing the past, you're rejecting your future. You're saying to the universe, I'm not ready. I'm not worthy. I will stay here safe and sound even if it slowly consumes me. But if you have the courage to take this next step, something will change. Yes, it's frightening at first. Yes, it will challenge all your beliefs about who you are and what you deserve. But beyond this point, freedom awaits. It's the life you've always dreamed of. A life filled with authentic relationships, peace, and a love that demands no sacrifice. The question is, are you willing to accept temporary inconveniences in exchange for the possibility of lasting happiness? Or will you continue to prioritize security, even if it means remaining trapped in a life that doesn't bring you fulfillment? No one can open this new door for you. Only you can walk through it. And sometimes the bravest thing to do is take that hesitant step toward the life that has always frightened you. Let's be honest. How many times have you ignored that tiny, almost imperceptible feeling that something was wrong? Perhaps it manifested as a tightness in your chest or an unconscious fear of a phone call. That awkward silence before saying, I love you, and that wait for a response that seemed like an eternity. And yet you stayed. You told yourself it was just a phase, that things would get better, that you were too sensitive, too demanding, or worse, ungrateful for the love you thought you were receiving. But here's the truth no one tells you. Your mind may try to rationalize a relationship. It will invent complex justifications to keep you on familiar, even painful paths. But your body, your intuition, never lies. Jung believed that intuition is the language of the unconscious. It's the silent whisper from the depths of your psyche, seeking to guide you long before your conscious mind understands. And in the presence of the right person, their voice carries no warning. It inspires calm. You don't feel like you're walking on eggshells. You don't constantly question their position. There's no need to rack your brains trying to interpret contradictory signals or to weigh every word to avoid conflict. On the contrary, you feel at peace. That's the difference. A true connection is like a home, not a battlefield. We idealize the intensity, the moments of euphoria and the profound sorrows, the passion that burns brightly and then dies out, leaving us empty and broken. But true love, healthy and lasting, doesn't demand suffering. It doesn't make you doubt your worth every day or make you feel like you constantly have to fight to be loved. Love shouldn't feel like a battlefield. With the right person, you experience inner peace. You have the space to breathe, you can be fully yourself, without fear of rejection or punishment. You feel a profound sense of security, not only physical, but also emotional, spiritual, and mental. And if you're honest with yourself, you already know the difference. Your intuition has told you time and time again. The question is, are you ready to listen? Because inner peace doesn't always manifest forcefully. Sometimes, it's simply a gentle inner voice telling you that you no longer have to live this way. And from the moment you trust that voice, everything begins to change. If there's one truth we all need to face, it's this: we can't attract what we're not ready for. Many people spend their lives searching for love, hoping that someone will finally appear and bring them fulfillment. But love doesn't work that way until we've healed the inner wounds that make us feel unworthy. As long as we're looking for someone to fill the void we've neglected, every relationship we enter will be a reflection of our own unresolved issues. We either chase after those who can't reciprocate our love, or we push away those who can, because deep down we don't believe we deserve them. Jung was convinced that encounters are not a matter of chance. They happen when we are ready to recognize the lessons they teach us, the mirrors they hold up to us, and the truths they reveal about our inner world. Healing doesn't happen after the fact. It's about finding love. You have to find it first. Then when it's finally there, you can fully recognize it. And that's the beauty of it all. When you become fully yourself, when you stop apologizing for being who you are, when you accept every scar and every imperfection, then something changes. You no longer need to chase after love. You no longer need to beg for attention or settle for less than you deserve. You become love incarnate. And from this state, The ideal person no longer completes you. They simply come to you, because now you fully live your true nature, whole, serene, open to everything, not out of despair, but strengthened by a calm self-confidence and profound self-esteem. So ask yourself this: am I waiting to be saved, or am I becoming someone who no longer needs saving? Because when you achieve that, when you finally find yourself, love will come of its own accord. If these words have reached you today, it may not be by chance. Perhaps this is a reminder that before looking for the ideal partner, it's essential to become the ideal person for yourself. So I invite you to pause and reflect. Are you still waiting for someone to complete you? Or are you ready to feel confident and radiant, knowing that you are already perfect just as you are? If this message resonates with you, I would love to hear your story. Share your thoughts in the comments. Your words could be a great comfort to someone today. If you know someone who is searching for love but neglecting themselves, please share this video. Let's create a space for healing, growth, and authentic connection together. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Many other things await you here, a place where your inner journey will always lead you to the life you seek. See you soon. Take care. It all starts here.